go. Yep. All right. It's not every day that you wake up in Las Vegas with a free shot at nearly $1 million, but today is that day. Day number 2.
I'm never so packed for the stack, never lied on the rap, got a bag from the way that I write it. Queen looking Tyson, do that ass survive, doing 80 to the house, then I hit her to the sky, change haters on a tirade, talking to their grip in the face, be still, let that hate stuff fade. We all want the same, we all want a meal in the safe, I wanna live like I'm trying to reach enlightenment.
Good morning. It is day number 2, and the mini main starts very shortly. As I'm settling into this thing, I'm just trying to remind myself, I got a lot of time in front of me, a lot of cards. The goal is just make it to day 2 with a chip stack so we can play for some real money. First playable hand of the tournament was this pocket 8s hand from the button. I raised it up to 900 at 200, 400 level, and the big blind makes the call. The flop has 2 overcards. Big blind checks. I check behind. I don't think I'm getting multiple streets of value. That said, it's probably worth making a small bet here. Turn pairs the board. Opponent checks again. I bet 1K on the turn, and my opponent quickly folds. No, it's not a big hand, but it's the first one, and we're building momentum in the right direction. In the next level, at 300, 500, there's a limp in front of me, and I pick up Queen-Jack offsuit. Good enough to attack these chips. I raise to $1,700. Limper makes the call, and the flop is interesting, giving me 2 pair, but there's a 3-liner to a straight on the board. I bet 1K when he checks it over, and he throws in the call. The turn adds a flush draw, and my opponent now leads for $2,700. I'm going to call. I'm not giving up my hand that easily. On the river, he now slows down and checks. I end up betting 3K, and he quickly folds. Well, on a quick break, ran to the room, got to grab some snacks. I forgot them this morning, so just finished doing that, heading back down after first 4 levels, sitting basically flat. Like, pretty card dead, didn't see a lot. When we made a hand, we had one big hand, Queen-Jack offsuit, which I'm assuming you've seen by now. So hoping cards will run a little bit better. We did get aces, but when we raised, everybody folded. So just not a lot of opportunities to get chips. Got some people playing really loose at my table. 90% of hands plus. Good opportunity to get some chips. Let's see if we can do it. All right, we're heading back in shortly, but one more thing that's on my mind right now is every player is going to get their share, right? You're going to have some number of nutty hands, and it's really just a patience game of trying to find your spots. So kind of hope it shows up later in the tournament, so you can scoop a lot of chips when it really matters. So let's hope that's the case. Let's hope we're getting all the medium stuff out now, and that we have some big hands when it counts. Now we're on the 400, 800 level. Into the 4th hour of play, and I get pocket 10s. I raise to 3.3K over a min raise, getting 1 caller. The flop is king high, and I know that I'm not getting 3 streets of value from worse, so I'm going to start out with a check here. The turn is a queen, so now there's 2 overcards to ours. That's not ideal. Opponent checks. This board just got worse. It's a 3-bet calling range. Decent chance he has some piece of this. I check one more time. River's a 9. We end up checking down the river. I don't know what I can target that's going to call, that's going to pay me off here, that's worse than my hand. Not a huge hand, but at least we got some more chips in our stack. Later, I pick up ace-queen suited, and I 3-bet again. This time, the chips come in without a fight at all. We're closing out level 8, and I get pocket jacks. I end up jamming over a short stack all in, and here's the run out. Let's go.
Showdown, please.
Yep. All right.
Uh-oh. Deuce.
Little sweat. Looks clean. All right. All right, back behind me here is everyone who is smoking on break. If you want a free high in Las Vegas, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. That's mostly weed back there. Let's see. We are done with 8 levels, and we're sitting on about 80,000 chips. It says average stack 77, so we're basically with an average stack. Lots of levels left to go, so just got to keep grinding, but let's see if we can get to day 2, and bag and tag would love to keep going in this mini main. This next hand ends up mattering quite a bit. I go very card dead after the break, playing basically no hands for the next hour, and my stack is dwindling down. I get down to 65K, and the big blind is 1,500 chips when we get to this spot.
I never told anybody this.
What happened?
Played tight for an hour. I folded mostly, and then I made a score.
White aces or kings?
Rags. I had nothing.
An opponent in middle position makes it 3.5K, and there are 2 callers behind him. It gets back to me in the small blind. I have king-queen offsuit, and I make a decision.
He raised, and I just decided, you know, I don't care about the money. I'm just going to outplay the guy. I'm just going to outplay this guy this hand. I'll re-raise.
Re-raise. You play right back at him, huh?
Oh, yeah.
There's a bunch of vulnerable chips on the table, and I have blockers to some premium hands. I raise it up to 16K, and then it goes back to the original raiser, who? Snap jams. Now I'm in a very ugly spot. I know I'm not winning this hand, and I think even if I call, my equity is very, very small, and so I'm not going to make the call here. I end up letting my hand go, and we're just going to live to fight another day. There's one other hand that I ended up playing between this hand and the next one, but my camera was not rolling, or I didn't hit record right or something, so I don't have footage from that one. But I played a hand with pocket nines, and I end up losing that hand to lose even more chips, and now my stack is getting on the small side. After losing that hand, I spend quite a bit of time just waiting for a good spot. Blind's now up to 1.5K, 3K, and I am down to 23,000 in chips when I get a suited ace and there's an open in front of me. I have about 8 big blinds at this point. I don't think I'm going anywhere. I need to go ahead and jam this in there, so I put the chips in the middle. We get snap called, and he has ace king, so we're going to need a ton of help. Come on, dealer. Well, back in the room, that was a brutal couple of hours. Things did not go well. Couldn't get cards. Everything I looked at was like a 4-8 offsuit. I just saw almost absolutely nothing. I had the pocket nines hand where I lost some money, and then the all-in with a 6 suited. The funny thing is, if you look at this chart, where I'm like, yeah, I need to be jamming all in over that. You can see it's like the only hand of the suited aces that's not getting jammed over the open. That's unfortunate. Oh well, things happen that way. We're out. Now I'm gonna take a break, just rest my mind for a little bit, and go get some food, and then we'll figure it out. I think we have some more poker left in the system. All right, see you guys soon after dinner. I got to the Venetian, settled in, and played 2 hands of Hold'em, winning a couple of small pots before my name gets called to go play some PLO. In the first hour or so, I picked up this hand with aces. Flop is a pretty dry board. I bet $25, and my opponent wants to keep playing. The turn improves the strength of my hand, adding a draw to the overpair. I bet again for 60, and this time my opponent quickly folds. We ended up really card dead at the end of the WSOP event, and so it felt good to have some cards, even if they weren't super impressive. We had a pair of aces in our hand, and we actually won something, so that feels good. After this, I go card dead once again for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I'm getting really frustrated. It's been a pretty discouraging day of poker, and I'm stuck in this game now on top of having a terrible tournament run, and I'm just feeling frustrated.
Can't stand it anymore. I've got to get out of here. I've got to get out of here. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Stewardess, please let me handle this.
I've got to get out of here.
Calm down. Now get back to your seat. I'll take care of this. Calm down. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Doctor, you're wanted on the phone. Everything's gonna be all right. Please.
Sister, please, I'll handle this.
I've got to get out of here. Out of here. I've got to get out of here.
Anyway, you got to recognize that tilt when it hits you, and it is definitely hitting hard. So So what I do is I just go take a walk, get some fresh air, and just relax for about 10 minutes. Then I come back in, hire one of the massage ladies that's in the room, and I shut off my camera. Like, I need a break. I need to not film for a little bit, and I need to just calm my mind, sit at this table. If no playable hands come to me by the end of this massage, I'll just go to bed. I'll go home, and I'll go to bed early. That's fine. I'd rather do that than just light money on fire because I'm angry. So that's what I do. And with my camera turned off, I actually end up getting a good hand and playing a big all-in pot, which I got the end of as the chips are coming in, so that's what you're going to see here. Yes, I did shoot it in the wrong format. Sorry that this looks funny on your screen, but at least you can tell that a bunch of chips came my way. We're now back up to slightly profitable on the night, and then we get involved in a doozy of a hand. Before we actually get into the details of this hand, I just have to say PLO is one of those games that can swing wildly, positive or negative. But pretty much every night, if you're patient, you're going to have some spots where you can get a lot of money into the middle and be a huge favorite. If you're not currently playing PLO, this following hand will show you why you might want to consider it. For this next hand, my opponent looks exactly like the Russian guy from Rocky, Ivan Drago. I mean, not exactly like him. The guy that I played against had bigger boxing gloves. I'm now back to filming, and this is a double board bomb pot that we are playing every 30 minutes. Check out this flop. I hit the nut flush on the top board with a pair on the other.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm!
Ivan Drago leads out for $45, and that's not enough. I raise it up to $165, and he makes the call. Turn looks good on the top board, and I add a gut shot on the bottom board. He checks this time. I'm going to bet $325. He makes the call. River is clean, and I pick up some help on the bottom board. He checks again. I have one move here. Pot. He decides he's not folding, and he puts in the chips. You're going to hear that for a Russian boxer, this guy has a pretty thick German accent.
I'm lucky. Because I played this before. Oh no, you play both?
I'm guessing that he went to a school with a name like the Nuremberg School of Villainy and Accents for Hollywood Bad Guys.
I have 3 aces. I have the nut flush, and I have 3 aces.
Ends up showing the second nut flush on top and 2 pair on the bottom. That means I'm taking both boards. This pot is a scoop.
Oh my goodness! Chicken salad deluxe!
I finished the night up $2,015. When you add that to the win from last time of $1,256, we're now up to $3,271 of profit on this trip. No, we didn't do well in the tournament, but hey, that wallet's feeling pretty good. Stay tuned for day number 3. It's in the works right now. I'll get it to you as fast as I can. I appreciate you watching this, and I'll see you in the next episode.